Welcome to another video. So you probably heard that you can use that tool that is amazing called SellerAmp source online arbitrage leads, right? What if I tell you that there is one more tool that is not talked about too much that I've been using for a long time in combination with SellerAmp that is an absolute beast when it comes to sourcing online arbitrage leads? But one little trick, you gotta know how to use it. There is a strategic way to go about using this tool, which by the way, it's called SmartScout. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. Step by step on how I use this tool, which by the way is free to try for 7 days. Link in the description if you want your free trial. And I want to show you exactly how to go about finding leads like an expert. So here is the tool, it's SmartScout. And this tool is so robust that it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to show you exactly how I use this tool in combination with SellerAmp. So I gotta be honest, what I use this tool for the most is for storefront stalking. If you are not familiar with storefront stalking, it's when you are spying on your competitors. And competitors is anybody that I have identified as doing online arbitrage, just like me. I want to peek into the products that they have been finding because they might be profitable and I can buy them just like they are. So we're going to go here into sellers, and up here we can set up all kinds of filters. Let me show you. So let's say I'm interested in the toy category. First, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna choose toys and games. Another thing very important, I want these sellers to have a good amount of revenue per month. If I'm gonna replicate the success that they are having, I want them to have success. I'm not interested in any seller that is selling less than 60,000 per month. So that's gonna be my minimum. And as my maximum, I'm gonna put $1 million, because anybody who's selling more than $1 million a month, that's got to be either private label or the brand itself. And again, I'm not interested in those. I want at least 150 ASINs. Any seller that is doing online arbitrage that doesn't have at least 150 ASINs is not at the level that I want to replicate or steal from. And I'm going to go ahead and run the search. Now, as you can see here on the top menu, I can also set any type of filter. So here on the % of FBA, I want them to be doing primarily all of FBA. I understand that some FBAers will sell some FBM items sometimes. So I'm not going to put 100% because then I would be disregarding potential candidates. So I'm going to put 95% minimum FBA. And the tool automatically filters out all of the people that are doing primarily FBM. Now this is huge. Number of brands selling. If it's going to be a private label or the brand itself, chances are that this is going to be less than 10 brands. So I want the minimum to be 10 brands. That way we have a wide array. Like, think about it. Anybody who's been doing online arbitrage for a while has at least 50 brands in their inventory or in their storage. And the cool thing is that obviously we filter out to only see the toys and games category, but it also tells us each seller, for example, this seller, Decade West, it does focus on toys and games, but also their primary subcategory, it's kid stickers. So let's say I only want to focus on action figures, then I can also filter this out to only show action figures. Or let's say board games, then I can filter out to show me only the sellers that are selling primarily board games. All right, so we are gonna start the process of every time I click here, actually here on the magnifying glass, I can see the offers for this seller, Cheap Toys USA. So let's see what they have. And it opens it in a new tab. Now, the absolute best feature of this tool is that if you're doing storefront stalking manually, you never really get to see the amount of revenue that each seller is actually selling on each of the items that they hold. Generally it's sorted out by bestseller ranking from the lowest BSR to the maximum BSR. But this tool is fully transparent and it will show you each item that the seller is selling and how much revenue per month that item is generating for them. For example, this ASIN is generating $74,000 per month, which is crazy. So I'm going to investigate it. And every time that I click here, it will open a new tab where I can see the ASIN. So as you can see, we opened this new ASIN in a new tab, and it's the Lego Super Mario The Mighty Bowser, which sells about 467 units per month. Now, this is how I use SellerAmp in combination with SmartScout. We see that Cheap Toys USA currently has the buy box, and it shows up here. So as you guys are probably familiar with SellerAmp, once we open here, it will show us a list of all the items that this seller has. Obviously, we are using the best features of each tool. SmartScout gives us the main categories, how much revenue numbers this seller is generating, and SellerAmp is telling us a maximum cost based on the buy box price each item from that seller that we have previously qualified with SmartScout is selling for. And obviously we can open each one of these in a new Google tab and see if we find it lower than that price. And the ones that are too low, like for example $5 or minus or $5, we will immediately skip, because chances are that they are too low to find at that exact price for us to make a profit. So you could either do it that way or just open each one of these under a separate tab. Again, all of these ones are very highly qualified. We know that this seller has been selling tons of this unit per month. So our goal is to use SellerAmp that immediately tells us that the maximum cost for us to make a decent ROI is $75, to try to find it at $75. For example, here Bricks Direct, it's $69, but I know that they charge shipping. So obviously with shipping that they charge $20, it's going to come to $90. So it goes out of the budget. But again, manually you would do that process because you now have a very nice list of items. And you can do that with every single category. For example, this guy primarily sells board games. So let's see what that is all about. Offers. Didn't really find too much for that particular seller, but let me show you something else that this tool is great for. If you go to other tools and go under products, here you're actually going to filter out by products, not by individual sellers. So let's say we want the Amazon in-stock rate to be less than 90%. The number of sellers to be at least be 3 sellers, and the number of FBA sellers to be at least 3 FBA sellers. And I want the buy box to at least be $40. Then we want to put like maybe 10 review count and a 4-star rating minimum. And we're going to just choose all the categories to see what it can come up with. As you see, some of these products are crazy. Almost $8 million per month on this product. Again, this is what this tool is so strong about. It gives you the exact amount of revenue per month that these items are generating. And you can quickly browse through the photos. Obviously, anything that is like phones and printers and big items, I'm going to immediately skip. Anything that is like dangerous goods, I'm also going to skip. Generally, I don't really focus on electronics that much. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more interesting. So here we found a Brooks shoe, which sells $500,000 per month. And in order for us to be profitable on it, we need it to be less than $96. So it looks like we can't find it less than $96 unless we find like a good Rakuten cashback or the website is having a sale. So we're gonna move on. And again, the higher the revenue per month on each of the products, the less the chances you're gonna find the profit, because the competition is just extreme. So you can also try to cap revenue. Like let's say I want the revenue to be not super crazy. Let's say I want 25,000 maximum, 2,000 minimum. And I'm pretty sure that we are now going to find a lot of profitable. Well, there you go. I didn't want to bore you with me going through each one, but as you can tell, I didn't have to go through many. I literally found this one right here. This one is profitable. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the 8th on the list. And again, we capped it at 25, but you can cap it at 75 or 100,000 or whatever. You can play with it, but it is pretty crazy. That's why I'm sharing with you this tool. And see what I found. So the Hoka One Clifton A woman shoes, in order for us to be profitable, and then this calculation already includes the shipping fee and all that kind of stuff. It's 132. So as long as we find it for less than 132, it will meet our 20% ROI minimum. We found it here. It used to be 140, but now it's 112 directly on the Hoka, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Hoka.com website, 111.99. Oh, we also have a 3% cashback. So we can do 99 plus 97, 108 would be the price that we are paying. It's again the Clifton 8 in size 10.5, and this is exactly, and I think this is probably free shipping. Oh, free shipping on orders 300 plus. So you will need to buy 3 of them, which is not a problem at all. Because look, now these sales per month are combining all the variations of this product. To calculate the exact sales per month, you would need to know the number of the variation. There's a simple formula. For that I use another tool called ASIN Insight to know the variations and get the exact amount of sales per month, but we can assume that this is selling like hot cakes. As we can tell by SmartScout, we already know that it sells $24,987 per month. So you make the math on that. It's pretty crazy. And it ranks 3,000 in the whole clothing and shoes category. So we would be making an ROI of 20% and a profit of almost $22 on this product. And again, it's up to me to see how many of these I can or want to find just by going down the list. The best part about it is, as you probably know, with Storefront Stalking, you can open each one of these ones. It's probably an online arbitrage seller. And you will open those on a new tab and analyze their inventory and see if you can come up with ideas. The good news about all this work, all this manual work, is that you slowly start building a list of what is called replenishables. Replenishables are items that you can consistently buy. You can consistently find at the retail source around the same price that you've always been buying it, and you can consistently sell on Amazon for around the same price that you've always been selling it. So month to month, as you run out of inventory, you can buy more inventory. Very much like a wholesale model, but with online arbitrage. And that is an online arbitrage seller's dream, to build a ginormous list of replenishables. And tools like SellerAmp and SmartScout will help you do that. Again, if you want to try the tool for free, there is a link down in the description.